Hey there, thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name's Paula. So today is a short sequence that's really just about refreshing the whole body. So great anytime, just whenever you're just wanting a bit of a shorter practice. We're going to start standing and you don't need any props today, but just make yourself comfortable and let's make a start straight away. So we'll come to standing and let's start with the feet hip distance apart. So just grounding down through the feet and bringing the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. And when you feel ready, let's gently close down the eyes. And if for any reason closing your eyes just doesn't feel right, you could just keep them slightly open. Just find a steady gaze, just keeping the head long but eye lines slightly down. Feeling the weight pressing down into the feet, at the base of the big toe, base of the little toe, the outside of the heel and the inside of the heel. Just feeling that energy draw up the legs without locking out the knees. So you want the legs activated, so drawing up those kneecaps but without pressing into the backs of the legs, or backs of the knees I should say. And then bring the attention to your breathing. Just following the breath in and out through the nose. And starting to take some longer breaths. Slowing down the inhale and slowing down the exhale. Just one more moment here, just with the eyes closed. And then gently opening up the eyes, just releasing the arms down by your side for a moment. And then let's bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, noticing that the right thumb is in front here. I'm going to take an inhale to bring the hands up to the chest. And then as you exhale, press the palms of the hands away, draw the navel in and C-curve through the spine as you bend those knees. And then let's take an inhale, press down through the feet. Reach those arms up, pressing the thumb side of the hands up towards the ceiling, growing up out of the waist. And then as you exhale, let's draw the elbows into the sides of the body, drop the tailbone down and lift that sternum up. And then let's release to come back upright. Once again, interlace the fingers. Try to have the left thumb in front now. Take an inhale, bring the hands up to the chest. As you exhale, C-curve through the spine, bend through the knees and press the palms of the hands away, letting that chin tuck in here a little bit, and then press down through the feet, growing up, pressing the thumb side of the hands up to the ceiling, those lower ribs drawing in. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the elbows in, drop the tailbone down, lifting the eyes up, and then inhale to recover. We'll go one more time, and maybe the right thumb comes in front this time. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms of the hands away, draw the belly button in, and then inhale, growing all the way up. Just to hold it here for this one for a moment. We're going to take another in-breath. As you exhale, take a twist to the right, but keep both hip bones pointing forward. So you don't want to let the hips do the twisting here. We're trying to find a bit of a twist through the upper body, ground down through the base of the big toes. And then taking an inhale as you exhale, twisting to the left. That left hip keeps pressing forward now. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, let's come back to center. Releasing those arms and then interlacing the hands behind the back. Start to draw the shoulders away from the front of your mat if you're facing forward. So you just want to gently press it back without letting the lower ribs pop forward. You might keep the wrists separated. If you can, you might find that you've got a bit more space to press the heels of the hands together. So you're going to draw those hands down, and chest might start to lift slightly. You might hold it here, but if it's available, feel free. We're going to come forward into our Uttanasana. Inhaling as you exhale, coming all the way down, bending the knees here if that feels better for you. If you're feeling okay to straighten those legs, you can, but most probably trying to have a little bit of a bend in those legs. Back of the neck is relaxed. Just noticing on the exhale if there's any space to bring those arms a little bit further back. Taking one more full breath, inhale. As you exhale, maybe there's a little bit more space. And then we're going to release those hands all the way down, soften through the knees, and take a spinal roll to come all the way up to standing. And coming to the top of your mat, if you're not already there, we're going to keep the feet hip distance apart, finding your Tadasana. Sweep the arms forward and up, take an inhale, drop the tailbone down. We're going to let the arms open out and then take the hands onto the back of the pelvis. So pass your lower back, fingers pointing in. So if you can, fingers are pointing up. If that's just not available, just press, fingers can point down. Drop the tailbone down. So using the thumbs to drop the tailbone down, squeeze the elbows in, lifting the chest up, and maybe it's available for you to drop the head all the way back. So opening across the front of the neck. Taking one more inhale, and then as you exhale, coming all the way back up, and we're going to forward fold into Uttanasana. You can slide the hands down the legs, knees bent, relaxing the head all the way down, letting those arms be quite relaxed. Steady gaze with the eyes. Now feeling free to stay here. You might want to take hold of the elbows, or if you want a little bit more traction through the spine, interlace the fingers at the base of the head, letting those elbows just relax in towards the sides of the head. And we're just gently using the weight of the hands to encourage the spine to lengthen. Deep, easy breaths. And then gently release those hands if they're behind the head or holding your elbows. And then take an inhale into your halfway lift. You could bring the hands to the shin bones, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, forward fold once again. And then let's toe heel the feet out a little bit wider so they're as wide as the mat. We're coming down into our Malasana squat. Coming all the way down, letting those hips drop down, and then palms of hands come together. And option here, if this is not available for you, you could come and sit all the way down and still work here. And if you can, you're up and pressing the leg, inner thighs out with your elbows, but then you're gently squeezing in. And then that hopefully gives you a sense of being able to lengthen up and out of your hips. So spine is long. Just letting your gaze rest slightly forward of your mat, or you could even just drop the eyes down towards your fingertips. And then we're going to try and take a variation here with the right hand wraps around that left ankle, the outside of the left ankle, left hand comes to the base of the neck. So you're trying to lengthen out the back of the neck and then twisting to the left, taking an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're going to swap it around. So left hand comes to the outside of the right ankle, right hand to the base of the neck, and then twisting to the right, inhale, and then exhale. We're going to swap it around once again. Right hand to the left ankle, left hand to the base of the head, inhale, and then swapping it around. And then as you exhale, releasing it down. And then let's all make our way down onto the mat. Extending the legs out long. If it's available, let's bring the feet together, flex through the feet. And just for a moment, we're just coming into our Dandasana, pressing down through the palms of the hands, tips of the shoulders, dropping away from the ears. And the chin is very slightly just tucking in. We're really trying to broaden across the collarbones here. And then let's open out this right leg. So we're going to bring our right heel over to the right side of the groin. And we're just opening it out a little bit to the side. And don't worry, if you're not getting it out too wide, that's completely fine. Just to where you can. And keep pressing down through the back of the left thigh. Left hand in front of that left leg, taking a twist to your right. Keep both sitting bones down, so try not to lift that left hip up to take your twist. And then from here, we're going to slide that left hand down onto the left leg and start to come up and over with this right arm. And you might be able to drop that left forearm down and even hold the inside of that left foot. Keep reaching up through that top arm, pressing down through that right sitting bone, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Just try to let go of any unnecessary effort here. Just relaxing those shoulders, relax the face. And then turn the head back to center, taking an inhale, coming back upright. And then let's bring that right leg forward. And just for a breath, just to even everything out, let's come into our Dandasana, pressing down through the palms of the hands. Lift up out of the lower back. And then let's go to the other side. We're going to bring that left heel into the left side of the groin, opening that left knee out to the side, press down through the back of that right leg, taking your twist, looking over that left shoulder. Thinking about the right side of the body, turning to the left. And then right hand sliding down that right leg. So we're coming into our side bend variation here of Janu Shishasana, extending that left arm up and over. And for some of you, maybe dropping that right forearm, holding the inside of that right foot. It's not important though, just stay where feels right for you. Keep dropping that left sitting bone down. Extend out through the top fingers. And then option here to turn the head to look up. Turning the head back to center, and then taking an inhale, coming back upright. And then let's take that left leg forward once again. And then bending into the knees, let's come down onto the back. And then for a moment, we're going to extend the legs out long, and we're going to find our Tadasana as if we're in our Tadasana, but we're actually on our back. So just everything's flat, inner edges of the feet pressing forward, upper back just relaxing down. Quite active through the legs here, soft through the face. And now we're going to take the legs just slightly over to the right. So you're going to take that right leg over and then the left leg over. And if it's available, you can cross that left leg over. And then we're going to take that the upper body over to the right as well. So we're making that crescent moon shape with the body. And this might be enough for you. If you can, we're going to hook the thumbs up above the head and then turn the head to look over towards the left. So with each exhale, try and allow the back surface of the body to relax down to the mat. And then release releasing the hands above the head, bringing the upper body back, and then releasing the legs. And once again, just come back to center, find that Tadasana in the middle before we go to the other side. So pressing through the inner edges of the feet, flexing the feet. And then taking the legs over to the left. So left leg and then the right leg, trying to keep the legs together if you can, crossing that right leg over the left, and then bringing the upper body over to the left as well. So opening up that right side body now, maybe taking those arms up, hooking the thumbs, and then turning the head to look over towards the right. Breathing into that right side body. Just feeling free to close the eyes if that feels good. And then gently releasing the arms down, head comes back to center, bring the upper body back towards the middle, and then extend the legs out back long. And let's bend the knees up, feet flat on the mat for a moment, arms down by your side, feet hip distance apart. Let's lift the hips up into your bridge. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Pressing down through the inner edges of the feet. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, coming all the way back down. And then we're just going to squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Try to press the back of the pelvis back down. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, let's release the legs all the way long. Just coming into your Shavasana, extending the arms away from the body, palms facing up. Just closing down the eyes. Just noticing how you're feeling after that practice. And acknowledging your effort to come to your mat. Just allowing yourself to completely surrender the weight of the body now. Just very lightly staying with the breathing. Just allow the breath to be however it needs to be now. Some breaths might be long and some breaths might be short. Just resting here for a few minutes. Feel free to stay resting here for as long as you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.